I'm getting photos and videos of like beautiful spreads, you know, Pilates, like very wellness focused activities. Meanwhile, I'm in a tutu and we're all sinking beer bongs.
If you're a Sydney Thunder fan,
all 10 of them.
you don't exist.
Welcome back to Critical Banter, the podcast that brings a Friday drinks chat to you. This week's episode, we are bringing back what your ex says about you. We're doing suburbs, we're doing teams, we're doing all sorts. But before that, trap of the week, we got me and Miguel, we have Rowie.
G'day.
And Senny.
Yo, last week we spoke about your Bucks row, and here we are. I mean, 2 weeks later, but we were on the Bucks last week, and you said one of the things you said was you wanted no grippers. Unfortunately, that didn't come true because for some reason, me and some of the other boys had our rigs and titties out for a good half an hour. That was, I will say, very primal. I've never felt that. Actually, there was a lot of moments on the Bucks where I just felt primal and feral, but that for one of them was definitely one of the moments where I was like, "This, I feel one with the nature and the other fellas here."
Shirts versus skins.
Yeah.
Little six-a-side football.
In slight rain as well.
Yeah, no, it was beautiful. I got to say, like,
no one needed to see that. I don't know why we decided to do that. We could have very easily divvied up the teams in other ways.
No, it's confusing. People got different colored shirts on. You got an easy way to
No one needed
distinguish.
to see that much of jiggle, bro.
I got to say, like, the Bucks is interesting because it was our Bucks, and then separately was my partner's Bucks, my partner's hens as well. I'm getting photos and videos of like beautiful spreads, you know, Pilates, like very wellness focused activities. Meanwhile, I'm in a tutu and we're all sinking beer bongs back to back to back.
And a lot of skin on skin action for some reason. To be honest, it was pretty. It was what you would expect a Bucks to be. So we're not going to jump too much into it. We'll let people's imaginations run wild there. There's two things I want to talk about before we jump into the second one. Can we talk about maybe someone's behavior on the Bucks though, which I found intriguing.
Yeah, so like, you know, throughout the day we're doing stuff. Maybe like we started drinking, let's say midday. You know, we played
midday.
You started drinking maybe 10 a.m., 9 a.m. And, you know, we're playing the games that the fellas have organized, stuff like that. And then there's a lull between afternoon activities and let's say dinner or the night activities, right? So then people are like sitting around chatting. Maybe they're like, you know, preparing a meal or like standing outside, having a chat outside and stuff like that. And we're like, hey, I haven't seen so-and-so in a while. Where's he gone? And we try and look for him because we're worried that, you know, has he drank too much? Is he on the ropes? Is he something happening? So we look for him. He's lying down in his bed, side on, 2 AirPods in ear, on YouTube Shorts, scrolling away, which is fine, right? Maybe you need time to yourself. That's fine. 1 hour passes, 2 hour passes. Hey, where are you, mate? Go back to his room. Same position. Now on Instagram Reels.
Yeah, sometimes you get so overstimulated, you need some time to yourself. But he's just scrolling for so long. He's probably getting the messages from TikTok saying like, hey, you know, you've been here a bit too long. Maybe it's time to touch some grass.
That's probably why he switched apps to not get told off.
But if you think about it, right, like we went away for the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
That's like 72 hours almost, maybe like 60 to 72 hours of just men, constant interaction.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So maybe you do need to sometimes step away. But I've got to say, 3 hours scrolling? Mate, too much.
Give him some leeway that, you know, he's friends with half the party. Is that a reasonable excuse? Because, you know, obviously you, but me and you, Sen, basically friends with everyone there in different facets. Whereas he's from high school, so he's only friends with the high school people.
Yeah.
Does that give him a bit of leeway?
I think it does. I think there's nothing wrong with having a bit of me time. I think it's more just
duration of the me time.
That's what it is.
It was like at night, like we drank and then it was like 8 p.m. he disappeared. And then he resurrected at like 1 a.m.
To be fair.
Like we were like me and your cousin were sitting in the kitchen and he just walks out of nowhere, AirPods in. And your cousin's like, mate, what were you doing having a wank this whole time?
To be fair, he did say drinking does make him tired. So I think that makes sense that he would just go have a lie down, recharge, come back. It's not the worst thing in the world.
No, it's all right.
But
It
it's
is
just,
all right.
yeah, it's
just
just
funny.
And it was the frequency and just the duration. And even Ro, you were saying the other day when we caught up as well after the Bucks.
So we played soccer, six aside, Thursday night. It was like a 7:30 game. So we decided to have a meal afterwards. And so we were all driving to Macquarie Centre to grab a meal at beautiful Fortune Alley.
Mind you, 5-minute drive from where we play.
Correct. So we drive there. We walk up the stairs. He's outside Fortune Alley, AirPods in for the 3 minutes that he had to wait for us to come up the stairs. So I guess like the generation, the brain rot generation, I suppose.
I saw, I'm pretty sure he sleeps with AirPods in as well. I
Yeah.
can't do that. Like, what do you listen to?
I think it's because there was a lot of ruckus happening while he was trying to sleep.
No, but I think he said he does
You
that.
have the likes of us three yelling at all times of night. Of course he's got AirPods in.
I actually need to self-nominate here. I'm not an AirPods guy. I like to play my stuff out loud, to be honest, if I need to. But I've gotten so bad where like I'll be like scrolling while brushing my teeth. And then if I go in the shower, I chuck on a little episode of Great Cricketer.
Really?
Yeah, while I shower. It's gotten
That's crazy.
It's gotten bad, dude.
Well, one of our other soccer friends says, what does he do at work? Have we said this on the pod? I can't remember.
Maybe we have. But I think he has 2 phones, I think. One specifically for like reels. What he does, I think.
A reels phone.
Don't take my word for that bit. But what he has said is at work, he has it set up because I think he's on the phones a lot. Yeah, so one's calling and the other one I think he has on like a phone stand near his mouse, and he's done it in such a way where he's able to move his mouse around with the right hand, but he's also got his finger on his phone scrolling at the same time.
So he can move his mouse and scroll with the same hand.
And he says he has to do it.
That's premium brain rot.
I'm pretty sure his screen time was crazy. But anyways, enough about that. So that's Saturday. The Bucks was honestly quite fun. I just want to give a shout out to the boys who organised it because I think they did a really good job. Honestly, a really good job.
I think we slandered them a bit too much. They organised well. I'll give them that.
Because they organised in such a way that it was not too organised. Like you're not sitting here doing activity after activity after activity, but it wasn't just like a do your own thing. There was some semblance of structure, and I think they actually nailed it.
Nah, shout out to them. It was well done.
So come Sunday.
Yeah, I want to. This is the main event.
The main crux, yeah. Here we go.
It was funny because this was the day we were meant to. Well, this is the day we're going home. So it's the last day. And actually, shout out to my cousin Raj. We slept like at 4:30. I got woken up at 7 by the V12 engine next to me, just going ham, dude.
The snoring.
The snoring, and he mutters in his sleep as well. Dude, this guy he needs to go get checked out, brother. I don't know what he has.
Aren't you a snorer as well?
Yeah, but when I do it, it's endearing. When he does it, it's inconvenience.
It's a rule for him.
Actually, we saw the person you shared a bed with yesterday as well, and he's like, mate, the sounds I was hearing out of your room was inhumane.
Yeah, like 14 boys just snoring deluxe. No sleep apnea machine inside.
But I was awake at 7, and then at 9 a.m. I get a knock on the door, and then it's one of the boys who organize, and he just barges in, and he's like, "Get up, we got to clean." And I'm like, "All right, I'm up." And then I turned over to my cousin, and I heard the V12 still going. And I'm like, "You know what? Let him be.
Let him go.
It is what it is." So we went, and dude, to be honest, we actually cleaned up pretty well.
Quick, smart.
You know, the one thing though, so I think the boys, when they booked the Airbnb, do you know what they told the Airbnb owner we were doing on this fine weekend?
No, what do they say?
I believe what I heard was they told the Airbnb owner we were coming for Bible camp.
A church retreat.
Church retreat, sorry, was the exact words they used, yeah. Because otherwise, if you're inviting 14 blokes over to a place, there's any nefarious things happening. So they told it was a church retreat. I think that we lost that illusion pretty quickly when we were blaring, music at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
But also that morning when we were cleaning up, we had like 2 massive buckets, like huge buckets. I can't explain how big buckets these were, of just glasses of just of beers. And so we were pouring that into the recycling bin, and it was just going for like a minute straight, and all you hear is just glass clanking on each other. And I was like, yeah, this guy definitely knows this wasn't a church retreat.
Bible study camp.
The other thing we mentioned was the forecast wasn't looking good last week, we said. And I think the Friday was okay, but the Saturday was, torrentially raining.
Just raining all deluxe.
Rain deluxe. But we got up at 9, 10, I think we would finish cleaning and we were ready. And everyone's like, all right, everyone quickly just pack up your stuff.
Yeah.
We've got to hit the road. We've got to check out at 11. So I was like, all right, 10:15. I went to go quickly, hit the showers, got ready. I come back out, and I think Miguel looks at me. And Miguel looks, I think, what would the word you would describe? Maybe disappointed or?
The word would be defeated.
Defeated. And I'm like, man, what
defeated.
happened? And he's like, we can't leave. And I'm like, what do you mean? We have free reign here.
Free country.
We are masters of our own domain. Just get in your whip, brother. Let's go. And he's like, no, the road's flooded. And I was like, what do you mean, brother?
That's, yeah. Just drive, lol.
Just drive. So it turns out in the 20 minutes I was in the shower at 10:30, half an hour before we meant to check out, our glorious Airbnb owner, what is it? What would you call him? Host texts your brother and says, you blokes can't leave. The road is flooded. And we're like, what do you mean? So then your brother, my cousin, and a few others went down to the main road. Mind you, there's only one road in and out of this place. And they go there and they send us a video. And what would you describe that video as, Ro?
As in, like, when I saw the video, I couldn't even see road. Like, I just saw river. You know what I mean? And so I was staring
Take a video of the road, boys, not the adjacent river.
So it was kind of like a mini waterfall, and it was rapid. Like, the water was moving at pace.
It was something out of Wet and Wild, mate. Whitewater rafting.
The Taipan.
Mate, where's Noah with his ark? So yeah, we were facing a lock-in situation. The funny thing is, on the Friday, on the way in there, we drove past that on the way in, and someone in our car, shout out to Glade, said, this would be pretty funny if this river overflows and we get flooded in.
The foreshadowing.
To be fair, he also said because I think there were people camping next to it. He said it'd be funny if they got stuck.
Well, the jokes was on us because they were on the other side, so they were on the side of freedom. But so the boys come back, they report back at about 11 and say,
no good,
no bueno. Well, what were your thoughts? And I think they said there was someone down there from, like, I don't know, flood rescue or something, and he said it could be a while. Check back in the afternoon.
Yeah, have a look at it. Was a reassess at 1, reassess at 1 p.m. So at that point, 10 a.m., I was honestly ready to leave at that stage. Like, I was a broken man on Sunday morning, I must admit. Like, I actually did need to go to church that day. And so I was sitting there like, oh, here we go. So check back in at 1, no dramas. Well, like, all right, let's just kick back and just try to recover, right? Yeah. And so we go in, we're like, oh, let's chuck the telly on. We're watching, like, history of Israel versus Palestine, you know, all these educational videos, you know, history of the universe, all this sort of gear. Then we go back at 1, and then this time I go, right? Because I'm like, I need to see this with my own eyes. Like, they did a couple more checks, like, throughout the day, but in reality, like, it was the same sort of thing.
Same.
So they text.
You're also saying, let's go, whatever. Let's just drive through. I think was
no, that was not my sentiment. I was worried, right? Then I go there and I see it with my own eyes and the flood levels. So you can see, like, the flood. There's like a little ruler type situation, like a meter. And in the morning, it was at 1 meter or
almost
0.9 or something. When I came, it was at 0.45 or 0.5, and that still looked pretty bad.
And that was like after 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, that was multiple hours. The water's gone down, and they said you can drive at 0.2. When the thing reaches 0.2 or 0.3, that's when it's like okay to drive. So I'm sitting here, and then it started to rain again. So I look at the water, and I'm thinking, like, this is it. Like, we're here for the night. So I'm like, I come back to the fellas. I'm like, boys, strap in. All right, there's no hope. All right, we're gonna be here all night. So let's enjoy a beautiful free night of Airbnb accommodation.
No, can you not change history here? Because you definitely before were like, let's just drive, blah, blah, blah.
No, dude.
Because me and Manu were like, whatever. But what got us, because you came back and you were a different man.
Oh, was it? Okay.
You were like, it's not happening, boys. We're staying here tonight.
Right.
Before you're like, how bad could it be?
Yeah, it was more about how bad could it be. And then you came back and you were like,
nah,
we're here for a week.
No chance.
So we're like, what the fuck is this?
I look at the forecast, it's just rain nonstop, right? And some people, like, everyone has work on Monday, but some people were more, like, on edge to get to work than others. Like,
yes, some bloke was like, all right, you know, if we have to stay tonight, let's get up at 3 a.m. the next morning and drive back. Like, what are you talking about?
No, but some people in the camp were talking about, like, what I'll do is I'll walk across the river and I'll get some bloke to drive to the Blue Mountains to pick me up.
Can we talk about some of the alternate plans that were thrown up? There was one where it's like, one car will go at a time and the rest of us will shield the water. Yeah, bro, let's all get washed into the river.
I think that Sunday really, I think I saw everyone's true characters come out.
Yeah, true colors.
in the face of adversity.
So I come back.
So at this point, when you come back,
I'm telling the boys.
current messaging was,
mate, no hope. Absolutely zero
bunker
chance.
down, boys. We're in for at least another 24 hours.
24 hours. That was my messaging to the fellas. And I said, boys, because some people had not seen the river, right? And I was like, I need to see it with my own eyes to believe what I saw. So I told the people like Migs and Sen who hadn't seen it with their own eyes, I said, get in the car, go drive, have a look at it. Because I think everyone was starting to be like a bit on edge. Some people, were like wanting to go home. But truly, if you saw it, in my head, there was like absolutely no chance. So I send these boys away. They're having a look at the evaluation. Then there's like maybe 6 boys left in the house. And it's suddenly like, we're looking at the food storage situation. We're looking at the Cocoa Pops remaining and the 6 Migarang packets. And we're like, how will this sustain us? Because we haven't eaten.
Can we just mention that this place, the night before, we had a fireplace, right? And we're thinking we're out of here 11 a.m. next morning. So some of the boys decided, let's just chuck all the food into the fire.
We're throwing like there was like we cooked burgers and chips and everything the day before, right? And dinner comes and we're like, well, obviously we're not going to need the fries the next morning. We're going to bounce. So mate, everything's going on the fire. Literally everything.
The chips,
like your cereal, chips. Like olive oil from the bloody kitchen.
Sticks of butter.
Someone throws a stick of butter in there.
So everything's just getting lit up, right? We're as wasteful as you could possibly be. Then Sunday morning comes in, 6 boys are remaining. It's like a Lord of the Flies situation. We like do a stock take of all the food that we have because it's like 1 p.m. or 1:30 or 2 o'clock or something.
It was about 2, let's say.
And we haven't eaten at all. And we're starving. And we're looking at, we have like 6 Migarang packets, like half Cocoa Pops, mind you, which was being thrown around the night before like confetti. You know what I mean?
4 eggs.
And 4 eggs. And then we're now looking at the Airbnb owners like a second fridge.
Personal fridge.
To rate it. So we're looking in there, we see some chicken nuggets and then 2 of the boys saw steaks. Which they themselves hid from the rest of the fellas. So they're like, there's like in groups, like Survivor. You know what I mean? There's like people forming alliances to keep food.
Dude, so yeah, me and Manu and a couple of others had gone for about half an hour. And in that half an hour, you guys had just descended into chaos.
Yeah.
I think we called you guys at one point, and before we could even finish our sentence, you guys hung up on us and started rationing food, hiding food from each other.
Yeah, heavy rations. There was like a jail system. So if you got too hungry, you'd be put in jail, locked in another room.
We decided that my cousin would be the first we would eat.
Yep,
if it came to that.
That's right. He's vegetarian, so he couldn't eat the rest of us.
But we can eat him.
But we can eat him. That was the logic. So that was the kind of the situation in the camp at that stage. Like it was now like survival mode, right? We had to bunker down, ration the food. We all had to bind together to make sure, like some people were trying to eat, they were trying to eat food without consent from the group, everything needed to go through the group.
Yeah.
That's the stage. Now then you come back.
Yeah, so I mean, we were none the wiser that any of this were happening. We went down to the river to see it with our own eyes, and I agree. We got there, and our initial thinking was, yeah, we're staying here the night.
No hope.
There's no way. And so we stood there and we just watched it for a bit. It was actually kind of weirdly cathartic, I feel, just watching the river. Me and one of the other boys threw like sticks and stuff just to see how fast the current was, and we're like, shit, if that was us, we'd be getting swept down the river pretty quickly. And then we saw, so there was like a little waiting bay you could park at, and there was another car there, and it was like this, chick on a green peas, and she was driving like this, what was it, an Impreza or something with a bitch tire. Like she had like one of those
spare
tires, and we're like, mate, what are you doing, mate? Like there's no chance you're getting across. And then like we waited maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and we were about to head back, and then this ute comes out of nowhere, and like a knight in shining armor. It was a white ute, and this bloke comes out. His name is Luke. And we see he goes over to the Impreza, and I'm like, mate, this guy's trying to rizz up this 18-year-old.
Yeah, because he's got like a rescue jacket on.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And then he goes up and he opens the door, and I'm like, well, this is a bit forward.
Hang on.
And then we see that he talks to her, and then we see that she jumps out, and then he jumps into the driver's seat. I'm like, what's happening here? And then we see that they're about to attempt to cross. And then at this point, it was at about 0.4 meters, the water, or maybe 0.35 or something. And we're like, well, this is it. Either these guys are about to get to freedom, or we're about to watch 2 people die right now. Mental stuff. And then, so he starts to cross, and he's going very slowly. And by God's grace, without needing human shields to block the water, this guy gets through. And then
How does he get back?
there was the Airbnb guy, I'm pretty sure, was on the other side. So our friend, shout out to, what was his name? Glenn. Useless bloke, was on the other side, and he comes back over and he introduced himself. He said his name is Luke. He's apparently part of some rescue or something. And he mentioned that was actually his daughter's car and she needed to get to work. So he drove her across, and we're like, well, what's the go? Can we go? And he's like, actually, I'd wait a bit longer. It's a bit dangerous. Maybe give it another half an hour. If it comes down to 0.3, I think you should be good to go. And
See, this guy I back because he's put his own daughter's car on the line.
Yeah.
Glenn, who we just mentioned,
Yeah.
useless bloke, was telling us, yeah, just go.
Yeah, he's
Because we
got,
overstayed our welcome, which is the main thing. So he's saying, oh yeah, half an hour, just go, boys.
yeah, it'll be fine. No, Dre. He's got obviously external interests at heart. Like he's got to prepare his room for the next guest.
yeah,
You know
something
what I mean?
we didn't mention is all while this is happening, so, we're down the river, you guys are trying not to eat each other. All I remember was I was in the room at one point actually, and there's a knock on the door, and I open it, and it's a woman. And I'm like, I haven't seen one of these in 48 hours. What are you doing here? And she's like,
the
I'm
groupers are late.
Yeah. She's like, I'm the cleaner. And I'm like, and? He's like, I need to take the bed sheets. And I'm like, with me on it? So then, so Glenn had sent we learned later was actually his wife and daughters. He sent the cleaners to come start cleaning the house while we were there.
Yeah, why did he say my cleaners, man? You could just say
My wife.
my beloved family is going to clean our place.
Anyway, so we saw that Luke had put his own daughter's life on the line and had crossed. And he's like, give it a bit more time. And he's like, to be honest, you're not going to get swept off. The only danger is the electronics in your car. If their water gets up there, you could damage the electronics. And at that point, we were like,
No.
who cares?
Oh, you said who cares?
Yeah, I was very much
The
of
camp was split.
Yeah, because you're
Half of the people said who cares, the other half said no.
So, there was 5 of us at this point at the river. And then me and one of the other blokes. The other guy was actually, he was driving. So his car was on the line. But me and him were like, doesn't matter. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
And then the other 3, well, you were one of the drivers, Mig. So you were maybe less...
No, Mig stops everyone, brings everyone like, boys, I feel really uncomfortable with this situation.
Mate.
So we drive so we drive back from the river to come back to report to the rest of the boys, and we showed the video of here we go. We saw a car cross the water. It's good to go. We're fine to go. At this point, I think all of our partners had also found out that we'd been reined in, and I'm getting messages deluxe from my partner, being like, "Don't do it. It's too dangerous. It's not worth it. If you have to stay another night, blah blah blah." And then I sent her the video, and I'm like, calm, it's all good.
All calma.
And then so the group had gotten together, and I think one half of the group were like, let's go, we've seen it, it's all good, let's go. And then there was the other half where you and Manu were like, let's stay another night.
It's like, mate, who cares?
I had nowhere to be.
Yeah, I know
That was
where
my
to be
man.
as well.
I'm just chilling.
Because like the car, like think about the risk, right? You ruin your car, or your $20,000 car, your $15,000 car, maybe $40,000 car. Some people have. For what reason? Just stay an extra night at the Blue Mountains.
And a lot
Enjoy.
of the boys that were keen to go, their cars could probably handle it. My car's fucking low,
It's
bro.
low, yeah.
And when I heard water's going to electronics, I'm like, I'm not getting my car stuck in some sweep.
Yeah.
But then, but my thing was, we don't have anywhere to stay. Glenn is not letting us stay another night, so we have no option.
I kind of wanted that. I want to see what the boys are made of.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted.
Like, so did I. Because like you don't get these situations every day.
We're not going to put ourselves in this situation.
Yeah. And Glenn, although he was trying to get us out, realistically, we could have just said, nah, man. And what's he going to do?
No, Glenn was telling us like from 1 p.m. to get the fuck out.
I know, but with this 14 of us, if we said, no, we're staying in this house, what's his course of action?
That was also a conversation at one point because we were obviously the cleaners, his wife, had come in to start to clean. We're like, is there another booking? And then we're like, well, if the road's flooded, they're not going to be able to come in. So maybe we just stay. But then we're like, fuck, what if they've got a ute or a 4-wheel drive? They can come in. And then we're like, well, there's 14 of us. Everyone just man a door. It's a siege is what Marna called it.
Nick's called it the Sydney Siege.
Siege mentality. That's crazy. So I think everyone had kind of descended into different kinds of madness. And then what we said was, all right, Luke, to be fair, said, give it another half an hour. Let the water come down a bit more. And we should be sweet. And so in the meantime, we're like, well, we're getting out of here. We have 6 packets of Meagering. Boys, fire up the grill. Let's go. So these boys made, I think it was actually 8 packets, let's say. But it was a lot of Meagering in a huge, like a massive vat. Like an industrial sized kitchen, like stove top. Anyway, so we made it in there. And then it comes to half an hour and we're like, well, it's time to go. And just at the same time, Glenn's daughter comes to the door.
Yeah.
And I see her and I'm like, oh, what's up? And she's like, I shouldn't say this, but it was very broken English. So she wasn't from Australia, let's say. And she's like, river is good. You can go. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I turned to the boys and I'm like, I think we're getting the final, we're getting the business. We got to go. And so we had a massive pot of meager ring. We didn't have time to plate it up. So you had 14 blokes. And I think this is the most feral thing we've done. It was like pigs at a trough. We were all 14 blokes putting their forks into a massive pot, eating meager ring. At one point, some blokes were putting their hands in there and grabbing it out.
That was the first food we had all day.
So we packed all the cars and then we rolled out. And
we also divvied the humans.
When we were coming back from the river to come back to the house to tell the blokes, we had seen the light, we'd seen a car cross, it's good to go. We were thinking, there's too many fatties in our group. We have to divide and conquer the fatties, maximum one fatty per car.
Because going to the place, I had 5 people in my car.
Yeah.
Other cars, 1 person. So like, this is silly.
So the bigger cars took a few more people and Manu only had to take 1 person. So we split up the group, 5 cars, max 2 or 3 per car. And we beelined it to the river. You were in actually the front car.
Yeah, we were.
What was the vibes and the thoughts in the car at that time?
So my brother
were you still apprehensive of going?
No, at that point when I saw the Impreza, I was like, we're chilling. Because that's a very small car.
Yeah.
Right. And I was driving a CX-9 or my brother was driving CX-9 and that's quite a high, big car.
Yeah.
So that we're chilling. So we went there, we were driving. Honestly, it was pretty chill.
Yeah.
It was actually kind of fun. But then we saw like some of the other boys' car, like Miggs's car was very low.
Yeah.
Triple Cheese's car was the submarine.
It was
like it was like water was coming through the windshield. Do you know what I mean?
Mind you, he was in the car playing like Hindu devotional songs, praying to all the gods in the world.
But yeah, we made it across all right, and then
mate, we made it. It was so chill. It was so calm in the end.
It was.
To be fair, the water did go to the levels that was recommended for us to go.
To exit. That's true. If we went with 1 meter or 0.9 meters,
no,
we would have actually
we weren't going to do it at like those crazy levels. But I reckon we probably could have left like an hour or 2 earlier. I think it would have been fair game.
But if we did not see that Impreza cross, it would have been
mate, we'd still be there right now.
Okay. Like I wouldn't have been convinced.
It would be a day 6 of the siege right now. Yeah, it is right. Like if we didn't see the Impreza, I definitely would have been like, nah, this is fun.
Because we were getting messages, like we talked to our parents, I'm like, hey mum, like dad, I'm gonna be late.
Yeah.
My dad's like, under no circumstances should you cross.
Yeah, Biju gave you the business over WhatsApp.
Biju, my dad called the SES like to rescue us. So I got a call on the way back from the Blue Mountains driving home of like some lovely lady by the name like Nicole or something. She's like, oh, like we got a call. Like, are you guys safe? Are you guys all right? They're like yeah, we're chilling, no dramas. Like that's the level of panic that was in my household.
Yeah, and my parents, I sent a photo of the flood when I went down. My dad's just like, yeah, all right. What's plan B?
What's plan B?
Yeah,
beautiful.
Calm. My mom sends in capital letters. She sends the 2 exclamation emojis. Do not cross the flooded roads. So I was getting some business from back home as well.
This is the, Sydney's on the back seat saying, on a flight saying, do not cross. Everyone's saying, do not cross. I'm like, well, I don't know anything about cars, like electronic wise, or, I don't want to ruin this.
A lot of negativity we were getting. No, because I think I was driving back from the river and my girlfriend was calling me and I was like, I don't want to hear this right now. Don't need this negativity.
Yeah. Do not disturb on.
Bang. But the thing is, like, I'd seen with my own eyes this little shitbox car go across. I was like, I backed all 5 cars that we had
to go across.
And if we lost one, it is what it is.
It's not your car.
It's easier to say that when you're a passenger, brother.
No. I think when Triple Cheese was saying it, he was like, worst comes to worst, if we go across, like, we can just get out of the car. Like, it wasn't like that strong of a current at that point.
At 40 centimeters, you're chilling.
And the water was only 40 centimeters up to your ankles or whatever. So you had enough time to open the door, get out, and just walk across and just watch your car go down the river.
Yeah.
Do you know if you have flood insurance? I realized some car insurance actually doesn't cover floods.
I don't know if I have it. Probably not.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I think one of the boys said, don't film it so I can claim it as a stolen vehicle in case something goes wrong.
Don't film it.
All in all, I think that was it was a great way to cap off the Bucks, I feel.
Yeah. Brought us together.
Some pretty funny stuff I saw that day, and I don't think I can look some people the same way again.
One more thing from the Bucks is we had a rule going throughout the whole weekend that we played Buffalo, which essentially you have to hold your drink in your non-dominant hand the whole time. And if you get caught with the drink in your dominant hand, you got to take a sip, take a shot, whatever it may be.
I think it's scull the drink.
Skull the drink, all right?
Yeah.
To be fair, throughout the weekend, we were all diligent, I feel.
Yeah, everyone
Maybe
became left-handed.
Day one, some people were caught out, but by day two, everyone was left-handed apparently.
Yeah.
Bro, have you noticed throughout this week what hand you've been using to drink?
I haven't, no.
I've been left-handed
Oh,
galore the
really?
whole week.
We went to at the barbecue yesterday. I realized
Yeah.
it was me, Manu, and Gan.
Yeah.
And I looked, and I think we all had beers, let's say. And I looked. I was holding my left hand. Migs was holding in his left hand. Gan was holding in his left hand. Psychological warfare, bro.
I'm second nature, bro.
Actually, that is true. I had a marching yesterday and I was sipping it in my left hand for sure. That is, wow.
Ingrained.
Wow.
This is how trauma starts.
That's actually traumatic. Wow. Because like, there was like some people would just like, you'd be drinking with your left hand as per.
Yeah.
Then someone asked you to hold their beer in your right hand.
Yeah.
And then you would just have to scold that
Yeah,
one.
there's
You know
some
what I mean?
devious tactics going on. Like, hey, bro, can you hold my drink?
Hold my drink for a sec. Once I got to tie my shoelaces, and then bang, see you later. So you're just sitting there on edge. Yeah, you have to train yourself to.
I have to unlearn this now.
But yeah, that's we'll see how long it takes to unlearn. I've got another update. I mentioned something, I think when Kush was here on an episode. Long story short is I parked my car in a spot where the following day there's a sign 2p, you got to park
that's
these
right.
times. And I forgot to move my car when I was allowed to park there forever. And then I got 2 fines. One for not buying a ticket and 2 for overstaying my welcome if I had bought a ticket. Right. And then I brought it to this forum and all of you said, you're done. There's no hope.
I actually went back to listen to that recently for some reason, and I still think do you remember what Kush said to you?
What do you say?
He's like, because what did you say the 2 fines were? One was
I didn't buy a ticket.
Yeah.
And the other one was I stayed longer than 2 hours, which is it was a 2p spot.
Kush is like, maybe you should argue the definition of parking. Did you even park if you didn't buy a ticket?
That's what he said because I was already there.
Yeah.
Some shit.
Some stupid shit. Like,
I'll
go on,
tell you
argue
the
that.
word from a man who doesn't drive, first of all. But anyways, I came away from that episode so lost. Hopeless. Because Rose said no chance. I think you also said no chance.
Yeah.
Just cop the fine. But there is a appeal system. So I thought, worst comes to worst, they're going to give me got to pay the 2 fines anyways. So I loaded up Chatty G and I said, mate, here's my situation. Here's what I want to say. Please find any sort of loophole, any sort of argument I can make. And my good friend Chatty G spit up there is a double fine policy. You cannot get done for 2 of, I think, the same fine rate. So it wasn't like clear that I could appeal, but I had some sort of grounds I could go on. So I said, mate, write me a 300 character or less argument as to why I should get my fines redacted. It spit out something maybe too eloquent. So I told it, mate.
Yeah, make it more casual.
Dumb it down.
Make it as if a human is writing it. And then I got to a point where there was something I could do. So this was before China. So then I send that off because it was due whilst I was in China. So I'm like, I'll send this off. And it said, thank you for appealing. We'll take up to 40 days to reviews. I said, beautiful.
Yeah, that's a 40-day extension.
Exactly. Worst comes worst. I keep my money in my pockets for a little longer. And I come back and I've actually forgotten all about it. And then I got an email saying update on notice, whatever number. It's like, please pay the fine by 30th January or you'll cop a overdue fee.
Oh, shit.
And I said, all right, that's notice 1. What about the second notice? I didn't get any email. So I had to manually get the ticket back up, find the notice number and look it up. Mate, $0 owed.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Notice 2.
Okay.
Which one was the bigger fine? Did they give you the bigger fine?
No, they
or
were both equal. They were both equal fines. I actually don't know
What
which
was it
one
again?
they
How
redacted.
much?
I think it's like 140
But
each.
it does make sense that you shouldn't be able to get fined twice for the same offense. But it's not. But it's not the same offense because technically it is 2 offenses, but it's kind of one can't be there without the other.
Mate,
Well, what was the crux of the argument? Can you read out what ChatGPT told you to write?
Mate, you're asking for a lot here. But the crux was that there is actually some sort of law, legislation, something that you can't...
Double jeopardy.
It's double jeopardy, essentially. They can't get you twice for a similar offense.
Right.
So I think, yeah, maybe Kush was right. What's the definition of parking?
So like if I just like, let's say I park somewhere for like multiple days.
No, I think you would definitely get fined for that.
Of course you get fined the first time. Can you get fined every day you don't park or is this the double jeopardy situation?
I think part of it as well is my fine. It was obvious that the person that did it at the same time as well. It's not like at 7 a.m. when it starts, I didn't have a ticket, so they got me.
Right.
And then they checked again at 10 a.m. and I'm still there. They got me at like the same time as well.
For both offences. Yeah, that's maybe revenue raising on that council ranger.
So luckily, I'm only one fine deep.
All right, as you know, the Oz Open is currently happening, and I think it's the second week at the moment. So I have a game called Guess the Grunt. So I'm going to give you some, famous tennis players' grunts, and you got to tell me which player it actually is. So let us start us off.
You back yourself, Senny?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh,
Play it again.
big climax at the end there.
Massive.
Is this a game where I can ask you some questions?
Yeah, you can ask me some questions.
Is this a current player?
It's a current player.
Is this from this year? This Open?
Nah.
I think I've seen this clip.
Was it to win the match? Like the big climax at the end there?
I think it's a point towards the end of a match where it's been a long slog.
Mm.
I am going to say Novak Djokovic.
Sen?
I agree with Manu's.
No, we'll work together.
Yeah, it works together.
Novak Djokovic is the correct answer.
Wow.
Ding, ding, ding. Well done,
Was that
Mix.
to win the match or similar?
I think it was a long rally or something, and he
okay.
just absolutely leathered a winner at the end.
All right, next one. This one.
A few excited listeners out there.
So
I feel like there's three genres of female tennis players. I feel like they're either Australian, American, or some sort of Eastern European. Do these
With
grunts
a
sound-
nondescript flag they're playing under.
Do this sound Eastern European, American,
Is
or
it current
Australian to you?
Nah.
Okay.
Well, if it's not current, my mind's going to, the most famous grunter, Maria Sharapova.
Sharapova, but hers were more dramatic, weren't they?
This was a bit dramatic.
No, but hers were like proper over the top.
Can you name me another ex-women's player that famous for a grunt?
That's actually a good point. That is a very good. Did Serena Williams grunt?
No, but I think like
Hers
Serena
were more
Williams,
guttural.
I think Sabalenka, I think they're more like,
Manly.
not manlier. They've got to be more about it. This is really high pitch.
Very high pitch, yeah. Okay.
I don't know. Alicia Molik, I don't know. I don't know, bro.
Ash Barty. I feel like she didn't grunt that
Nah,
much.
bro. She was a silent
Yeah,
killer,
she
bro.
was,
Just
yeah.
business.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, all right. Let's
Maria
go.
Sharapova.
Maria Sharapova.
Maria Sharapova is correct.
Ah, very good.
All right, we got a next one going on. Are we ready?
Okay. Which one, bro?
Yeah, there was two.
So there's two. Both are on the line. Both are up for grabs here. The first one is very high pitched.
Yeah.
The other one is a bit more, manlier, as Sen describes.
This year's Open.
None of these are this year. I'm literally on YouTube Shorts, right?
Famous?
I literally looked up famous tennis grunts. And
right.
whatever's happened, the YouTube Shorts are the easiest medium to get this across.
Very high pitch again.
So we've got two. There's two grunts in there.
I don't know who's come to mind, man.
Sounds a bit Japanese. Like a Naomi Osaka, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, little handshake at the end. I don't know. Who's coming to mind? Two. One was a bit deeper.
Serena Williams.
You want to throw in Serena Williams?
Yeah, we'll
and
throw
I want to
Serena.
chuck in Caroline Wozniacki.
Bang.
Serena Williams is correct. That is maybe the most famous grunt in tennis, the one that you missed. Victoria Azarenka.
The Eastern Europeans are the high pitched
The high-pitched
bro.
ones. The high-pitched ones.
On us. We
Yeah.
should have known that one.
All right, we move to the next challenger.
You can stop it there.
Yeah.
Sorry for delaying.
Sounds like a man with a wedgie.
Yeah. The arse crack merchant.
With a big wedgie with his bottles aligned.
That has to be, I mean, for me at least, that's the most iconic grunt. Yeah. It even has a Spanish accent.
So Rafa Nadal.
Rafa Nadal is correct. You actually guys are doing pretty well at this. All right, we move on to the next challenger.
Ridiculous tennis. He's finding the lines now, isn't he?
That's enough.
Is that?
Roger Federer? Does he make noises? I don't remember.
Nah,
It's a
Is that more of a Nick Kyrgios? Maybe?
it's a short, sharp. He was short and sharp.
Give me the country. What vibes are you getting?
This is giving American, to be honest. Or was it Australian? I don't think it's European.
But who's Australian that grunts?
I was
Leighton
asking
Hewitt.
maybe. Oh yeah, Hewitt maybe.
Huey.
You think an American like
American like a
Andre Agassi type.
Andy
Pete
Roddick.
Sampras. Andy Roddick is not a bad shout as well.
But I feel like he was pretty loud though.
But Andy Roddick seems like the type to have a short, sharp grunt, not a Rafa Nadal. Like
Who did you say again?
I was just throwing Andy Roddick, Leighton Hewitt, fucking Andre Agassi.
Andre Agassi. Okay. I think we're in the right. I think it is American. I don't think it's Australian.
I'm happy to go with Andy Roddick.
All right, we'll lock in Andy Roddick.
Russian. Andrei Rublev.
Oh,
Is
no,
the
I was never
Rublev.
going to get that.
And we have one final one. All right, this is a current player. Here we go.
It sounds like he's saying yes every time he hits it.
Another Djokovic-esque wall.
Current player.
All right.
Realistically,
Yeah.
we got
Sinner.
is Sinner a grunter?
I don't think he's a grunter.
Alcaraz is a big grunter.
Yeah, Alcaraz.
But I didn't hear a vamos at the end of the point, so I don't know if it's him.
Who else would...
Like who else?
Demon or... No, I don't think
The
he's
demons are quiet, man. Like Medvedev, you know what I
Medvedev.
mean?
Casper Ruud. Oh, Zverev.
Big foe,
Does he make noise?
maybe.
He makes a bit of noise.
He makes a bit
But
of...
it's not Francis.
Sounded angry. Maybe Zverev then. Or
Why is Zverev?
or a Tsitsipas.
Right, who do you want to look?
No, whoever you want.
Let's just go for a big gun. Let's go Carlos Alcaraz.
Carlos Alcaraz is correct. Well done. You guys did very well at that.
It's not bad.
Well, nicely done. Nicely done.
Wowie boys, once again, our episode is brought to you by our very good friends at Bubblers. We are holding up 3 brand new low sugar flavors. I've got the grape. What have you got, Ro?
I've got the mango with jelly pearls.
I'm excited for this one. Peach.
Ooh, peach. Very nice. So, for the uninitiated, Bubblers is Australia's first canned alcoholic bubble tea with jelly pearls.
Inside the drink? Jelly pearls inside the drink.
Inside the drink.
Wow,
So,
hey.
born here in Sydney as well.
Shout out.
Bubblers blends big flavors with chewy pearls for the ultimate fruity twist. Also, I just had a look. 97 calories. Pretty good
Yeah.
for 1.1 standards and only 3 grams of sugar. 3.5 grams of sugar per can.
That was going to be my call out. It's quite low calorie because when you're sinking other drinks, man,
Yeah.
you don't know how many calories you're
No.
sinking. 20, 30 grams of sugar, maybe. Low sugar, it's good.
That's the thing. Like, look, you don't want 1 or 2 of these. Like, you want a case and you want them to yourself. And if you're going all night, you do need the calories to be low. Low sugar. But the thing is, it still tastes great. So we're going to try it now.
let's give it a go. Live taste test.
Look, we tried version 1 of Bubblers.
Yep.
We tried V1, right?
Yep.
In here, they got double the number of pearls, right?
Okay.
There was a lot of pearls in the first version. So I don't know how many more they're adding in here. And let's give it a crack.
All right, let's go.
right. All right. Cheers, fellas.
Cheers, boys.
All right. Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
That's actually really good. That's actually really good.
Because it's in that good genre of drink where it's tasty, it's still sweet, and it's not like you taste so much alcohol you don't want to drink it anymore. It's
That's what I was going to say.
It's a good level.
This is good. This is going to go down easy because you
Yeah.
can't really taste the alcohol, but it tastes quite nice. And I'm a big grape man, so I could see myself pumping 4, 5, 6 of these in one sitting
Well,
easily.
well, this is the thing. Like, it's
But,
a
you know,
summer
drink
drink.
responsibly, everyone.
Of course, drink responsibly. It's a summer drink, and yeah, look, if you like bubble tea,
Yeah.
which statistically, based on our Spotify metrics, many of you do, then you'll enjoy this because it literally tastes like you got a cha time, or no, cha time's not a thing. You got a gong cha.
Cha time's not a thing.
Sorry, which one's not that close? Easy way. Easy
Bro, that was like 10 years ago.
Thanks for the hectics. Anyways,
If you got a cha time, you got a gong cha. If you want like a mango fruit tea,
fruity tea.
mate, it's not pretty identical. They got it spot on, I must admit.
So if you want to try one of these are available right now in Dan Murphy's across Sydney. So if you're in Sydney and you want to try this, get to your local Dan Murphy's and pick up a case.
Bubbles and booze, more fun together. Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
All right, we're doing what your ex says about you. All right, this is where, if you don't know, we're going to, humor you with some stereotypes about some particular categories. So, Migs, you go first. We're starting off with what your suburb says about you.
Alrighty. The suburb I have is actually 2 suburbs. Rhodes / Wentworth Point. So that little area. Right. If you live in Rhodes or Wentworth Point, you're Asian, likely in a couple, and you've just moved out of home and you want to splurge on a waterside view.
Yeah, treat yourself.
But you can't afford real waterside views.
That's
so
right.
you settle for Rhodes. You spend the first year living in Rhodes, learning how to navigate Rhodes waterside. It's a bit tricky how to navigate that area.
That car park is a nightmare.
That car park, and then just how you have to walk through the whole center just to get to where you want to go. If you want to see your friends, you have to go to them because they're sick of you recommending to either go to Thirsty Monkey or Rhodes Central to hang out. At this point, they only visit you as collateral after their IKEA trip.
Yeah.
And then just finally, specifically on Wentworth Point, you were sold on a picturesque waterfront lifestyle with stunning views of the city skyline. But in reality, every morning you're just dreading the half an hour it takes to just get out of Wentworth Point. Because there's one way in, one way out.
Yeah.
Wentworth Point is actually the biggest stitch up.
It's the biggest scam location that they can get you
No,
on.
but isn't there's 2 roads in there, 2 roads in and out, but one road is for buses only.
Bus
isn't it?
only
that's
connects
right.
Rhodes and
Bikes.
Wentworth Point.
Yeah, dude, what a G-up.
So the traffic is just through the roof. It's just a nightmare. The only reason I really go to Rhodes is, like you said, IKEA or beautiful Sky Phoenix, mate. Bit of Yumcha, don't mind if I do.
Oh, true.
I got I'm choosing Brighton Les Sands as my suburb that you live in. So if you live in Brighton Les Sands, your financial priority isn't to buy a house, but it is to buy an AMG that you can rev at the corner of Bay Street and the Grand Parade. You also own a Kawasaki jet ski that takes you from the Habibi Harbour to Georges River. But to be honest, look, there is more jet skis in Brighton than there are on Patong Beach. And after a gym sesh, you'll hit up the local shisha bar. You know the difference between shisha flavors like a tobacco sommelier. But that really is Brighton Les Sands, to be honest. Like previously in the 90s, it was all Greek, and now it's as the locals lovingly refer to it as the Bay of Beirut.
Please don't put me in the clip. I have a family. How about Kawasaki makes jet skis.
Yeah, so does
Imagine
Yamaha.
going to a Yamaha store. Can I get a piano and then pick up a jet ski? That's a mental stuff from the Japanese, nifty Japanese.
No, Yamaha is the little versatile brand it is. They got everything.
And motorbikes.
They sell motorbikes. They sell like...
How do they get into instruments? Someone riddle me that.
Oh, is that where they started? Where was their heritage? Because Yamaha pianos are actually pretty good.
Yeah, aren't they some of the
I
best
think
ones?
piano first with Yamaha.
No
think so?
way.
Yeah.
Because I did piano lessons at Yamaha Music School.
Ingrained.
But then, like, are you saying these guys...
Okay, fine. But then how do you make that right turn into building jet skis and motorbikes?
Let me actually read out. You look up how Yamaha started and what they started on, and I'll look up, like, the history of, like, Yamaha. What do they sell? Like,
Right.
Yamaha products.
The first line in Wikipedia, Yamaha Corporation is a Japanese multinational music instrument and audio equipment manufacturer.
With a small motorcycle business.
So they got all the instruments, the pianos, guitars, brass and woodwinds. They got music production stuff. They got motorbikes. They got
'cause speakers and
scooters.
stuff.
They got ATVs, jet skis, e-bikes in Japan. And then they got other products as well, apparently. Industrial unmanned systems, robotics. And they do sporting goods as well. So
Actually,
Jack of all trades.
I'll save this. I have a story about e-bikes, but I'll save that for next week's episode. I want to get your thoughts on this. But anyway, do we figure out when did they move? Make
So
the
the music section of the business started in 1887.
oh,
The
wow.
motorbike division started in 1955.
Oh, relatively recent.
Yeah, so they had 100 years of just pure instrumentation.
pianos in
yeah.
there. You know
Bang.
what? Get some wheels on our catalog.
Yeah, what piano with wheels. All right, mine is for Newtown. So if you're from Newtown, your favorite politician is Zoran Mamdani. You think Ashfield is Western Sydney. Your idea of an adventure is going out somewhere other than King Street. And you're basically just a rich person cosplaying as a poor person.
That's
Facts.
the thing. Like, I feel like Newtown when we were younger was like uni students and you were just like, you'd go there to survive. Now it's just like general, maybe people are just rocking up, millions of dollars in their pockets, rocking up to Newtown. And as you said, cosplaying.
And then you go to their like the thrift or vintage stores on Newtown, mate. It's like retail prices.
It's
like $50 for a tee or
Bro,
something.
It's over retail. You're paying over retail at a vintage store in Newtown.
And they put a tag that says like, "Oh, this is a pre-loved blah blah." No, mate, this is straight from a factory. I know it.
Mate, the Newtown I used to know was you rock up, you go there, you see some people in some funky outfits, a lot of blue hair rocking about, a lot of blue hair.
Yeah, I feel like that doesn't exist anymore.
These
that
days,
stereotype.
yeah, I think it's I don't know where these people have gone actually. Marrickville maybe?
Yeah, where are the truly alt people now?
No, Newtown used to be it, but not anymore.
All right, next category we have is work bag. So the bag you take to work. What I am doing is a duffel bag. So if you bring a duffel bag to work, you almost definitely work at a big bank, consulting, or law firm. You think backpacks are too childish or nerdy and think your company branded duffel bag is the best way to display your maturity and professional acumen.
As it is.
In reality, though, your duffel bag flops all over the place because you literally have nothing in that bad boy except your Dell laptop, a couple of pens you stole from the stationery room, and a yearly planner you bought in an attempt to be organized. You also bring that freaking duffel bag to your after work drinks to mark your territory and let everyone know where you work, what you do for work, and your status. It's either that or you have OzTag after work and you don't have time to swing by home from the office and you've shoved all your stuff into your country road duffel bag.
Yeah, this is a tricky one because like the structural integrity of a duffel bag, if it's not full,
I've never seen a structured duffel bag.
Is a shocker.
You can see the outline of the laptop and then just flops either
yeah.
side.
And the thing is, if your laptop slides to one side,
Yeah.
because it's not in the middle, you know what I mean? It goes to one side and then suddenly it's like half the thing is just floppy. You got a floppy bag.
And then there's like have you seen the investment bank duffel bags, like the blue ones, and then on the like straps it says like JP Morgan or
I
UBS.
haven't seen this.
It's a common uniform for the investment bankers.
Because what do you have in your your work bag? Like what is it? It's your laptop.
Laptop,
And if
water
you
bottle.
bring lunch, maybe.
Lunch, water bottle,
Charger,
that's about it.
phone charger,
Yeah,
if
phone-
that.
Yeah. Yeah, what else would you take? I
You
don't
got take
know.
nothing. You got nothing else. Like really, you should just be holding your laptop in your hand. No bag, bagless.
What? Just raw dog in your laptop?
There's nothing else in there.
Crazy.
Like in high school and people used to.
Carry a folder.
No, they used to hold their laptop and use it in the other hand.
All right, you referenced my one. I got a backpack. So if you're wearing a backpack, it's time to grow up. Okay. You wore a backpack in primary school, you wore it in high school, you wore it in uni, and now it's just autopilot. You're a sheep. Now you just wear one to work. You're probably like an intern or a grad, someone who hasn't had it bullied out of you yet, and most likely is trying to brown nose their way to a full-time gig or a promotion. Put the JanSport away, big fella. Get yourself a messenger bag.
I still use a backpack. I'll pull my hand.
Yeah.
I still use
My hand is up. I should use the backpack. I myself am a Herschel backpack man.
I also have a Herschel.
Yep.
I had a Herschel, but then I found some tech bag on Amazon. It's not really a tech bag; it just has different compartments.
Oh yeah, it's like itemized.
because my Herschel
Yeah.
backpack was one big like compartment. It was hard to separate things. Whereas now I got different compartments.
So I would like to upgrade off the backpack.
Yeah, same.
Like I really would, but it just feels like
Briefcase doesn't interest you?
definitely not briefcase. Definitely not briefcase. But like, have you seen the messenger bag? It's like a one strap kind of like satchel type
satchel,
The
situation.
Yeah.
big satchels.
But the problem is, like, I think the reason why the backpack is superior, to be fair, is it distributes the weight evenly and you're never uncomfortable.
And your hands are free. I like being hands free.
Whereas like satchel, it's on one shoulder. And like people have like, I remember people with like duffel bags or whatever in high school and it would be heavy. You know, your bags in high school would be super heavy with textbooks
yeah.
and stuff. Like they would have genuine like postural problems.
They'll be slanted.
They'll be slanted.
The wheel alignment's off.
Exactly. So I don't want to be slanted, but it does make you look village.
I want a duffel bag. I think I'm going to move to the duffel bag. So if anyone has any suggestions for a duffel bag,
But don't you think you look village with the backpack? I am ashamed. I'm ashamed of the backpack. I'm ashamed of it truly to my heart of hearts.
Mine is the briefcase, actually. So if you have a briefcase, you mean business only. But you're also probably over the age of 50 and going through your second divorce. You seem to align yourself with the views of Pauline Hanson. And this person will definitely ask you to PDF a document for them.
Yeah. I've actually, hand on heart, I've never seen, because I work in tech, right? I've never seen a briefcase being brought into my workplace.
I don't think I've ever seen a briefcase.
It feels like I don't know. What do you use a briefcase for?
Well, back in the day, before you had laptops, you would just put all your important documents in there.
Yeah.
Unless you just carry that
paper
around.
files.
Yeah.
That's the main reason.
Right. Maybe it's like a law thing. Do lawyers take briefcases to work?
No, I think everyone just has laptops now, dude. I actually don't think anyone's used a briefcase since I know John Howard was prime minister.
So then so you got a backpack. Briefcase is not really a thing that people use.
Duffel, satchel. Yeah, those are your main three.
So why
well, girls have like the big handbag,
tote bags, massive totes. Yeah. So like, what is
or nothing? You have nothing. You just carry your laptop.
But why would you go a duffel over a satchel?
Satchel, you look like an Uber Eats driver or like a postman.
Do you?
I don't know.
I don't know if I like the satchel, to be honest.
Because when you're duffling, are you shouldering or you're
holding
two hands?
Yeah, you're no, one hand.
Sorry, one hand. Yeah, one hand, two straps.
I don't know. The only reason why I haven't gone satchel is sometimes I bring lunch, and I don't think that's fitting in a. Because a satchel is it's narrow.
Yeah, it's thin,
so it won't be able to fit a Tupperware of sorts.
But I think you get a messenger bag like of the right satchel. You do because
that's too big. I feel it defeats the purpose.
But like it's the hands-free situation. Like the duffel, the whole problem is that it's just too much. Like I don't know. It's better than a backpack. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, I think we all need to get off the backpack just in 2026 just for the optics.
All right, what's next?
The next one is sport team. So if you support the sport team, say this is what it says about you. I've subverted the genre a little bit. I've gone, if you support any Premier League team from Australia. So if you support a Premier League team and you're from Australia, you are loyal. In fact, you are one of the most loyal people anyone will ever meet. It's because you have no regard for REM sleep, as you're waking up at ungodly hours every weekend to watch your team most likely disappoint you. You've never used an eye mask or earplugs to sleep because you've adapted to sleeping at sunrise when the birds are chirping at 5 a.m. And at some point you've had to defend why you support a club 10,000 miles away from a location you've never been to and have no allegiances to. You've also spent a lot of money, not only on jerseys and merch, but also on Foxtel, Optus Sport, and now Stan Sport.
I actually think Premier League has done irreparable damage to my sleep. I don't think I can sleep properly ever again. I also conditioned myself at one point when I was younger to sleep to the dulcet tones of
Montala.
No, Fozza and Mark Bosnich and Craig Foster. Yeah. And Adam Peacock, shout out to the Fox Sports team. Whenever they came on at halftime or full time, I knew it was time to have a quick nap.
So you support Liverpool, Sam, and Migs, you support United.
Yep.
How do you get the origins? Like living in little, Castle or the Hills area. How do you align yourself with Liverpool or Man United?
This is Football 2002, where Peter Drury was the commentator, and I used Liverpool on there because I had Michael Owen, Gerrard, Emile Heskey.
Yeah,
great team, and that's how I started supporting him.
And Migs?
Mine was I went to my uncle's house one day, and he's a big football fan. He just had football on, and I just started to get around playing the sport at school. At lunch in like primary school. And then United were playing on the screen. I'm like, I'll give this a watch. And mate, did I see Cristiano Ronaldo tear up the fullbacks in the Barclays era?
That's it.
Mate, that converted me.
Yeah, I tell Sen and you all this all the time. I genuinely don't know how you do it. Because for years, you guys will watch United and Liverpool games and it's at like 2 a.m.
Man, I'll be up at 3:30 a.m. tonight.
Yeah, see, like this is just really... Are you still watching every single United game?
For the most part, yeah.
Bro.
To be honest, maybe last year or two, I've stopped watching the Monday morning games. It
also depends how the boys are going.
Yeah, it also depends on how Liverpool are going. So this morning I did not get up at 4:30 because
that's good.
I'm off the team right now.
That's a business decision. They lost, right?
They lost 3-2 in the last minute.
So Migs is right then. You guys are seriously loyal.
But what I've been doing recently, which is also good, is you don't watch the game. You wake up in the morning, but the first thing you have to do is watch like the mini match or something.
Yeah, the KO mini.
Because also quicker, if you watch the full match, you can just skip. You know how it takes like a minute for a throw in? You can just skip the minute.
That seems
It's better than spending like an hour, 2 hours at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Just watch the game at like 7, 8 a.m.
But what's
be
wrong
done
with
like
the
an hour.
highlights? What's wrong with the 3-minute Optus
I
Sport
need
highlights?
to see the flow of the game,
Yeah.
bro. The patterns of play.
But if they lost, I don't bother watching it. Don't need to see that.
Give me like an ideal highlight length for you.
Highlight length.
Yeah.
I like to
The
watch
Mega
the
Mini.
non-highlight bits as well. So realistically, the whole game.
90 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. No, but I remember Optus used to have the Mega Mini, which was either 30 or 45 minutes.
That's got to be more than enough. The Mega Mini.
No, because the
You want to see the
points where
patterns
they're
of
not
play.
playing well also tells you a lot about the team.
Yeah.
It's too much.
You know, what was their build-up shape in the first phase, mate?
You got to know that.
Those sort of things. What formations are they changing throughout the game?
So you'll get So you're legit it's like you're watching Squid Games all over again. You're just fast forwarding it, but you're watching the whole 90 minutes in the morning.
In the mornings, yes.
Wow. Yeah. See, crazy. All right. I got. If you support the Panthers, if you support the Panthers, you're either a bandwagoner who hopped on after 2021 after supporting the West Tigers, or you actually went for them when they were bad, but no one believes you. You most likely live in Penrith, and date nights consist of getting blind off Phoebe's at the Penrith League Club, or actually, no, not or, and you've likely got a few teeth missing. Your BMI is over 30, which is why your whole wardrobe is full of track pants. I'm sorry, Penrith Panthers supporters, but this is my perception of who you are as people.
These are Rose views only.
No, this is podcast views. Do not shy away.
No, but then you didn't caption the bandwagon fans.
I said, you're either a bandwagoner.
But then no commentary for the bandwagon.
Well, we had a friend who jumped on.
I was hoping you would bring.
Well, that's so niche. Yeah. So, inspired by one of our friends who's a female working in a male dominated industry in banking. And then apparently, like during the week, all they would talk about is footy, and she had no interest in footy. And so she had nothing to talk to them about. And so she saw like males her age getting just promoted while she's stuck at the same level because there's nothing to relate to. So she's like, all right, well, I gotta do this for my career. You know what I mean? So she has a look, obviously Penrith are winning. And now, to be fair,
She is actually.
she's a diehard.
Yeah.
She's an absolute diehard, but she jumped on because of that reason.
That is meant.
Is this the one that bought final tickets in advance and
Yeah.
tried to offload like 8 because the Panthers didn't make it?
Yeah, that's the one.
What did she buy? Yeah, she bought
was
Final 10.
last year.
No, but she bought it like halfway through the season,
Yeah.
like in anticipation of the Panthers making it.
Play on.
You hate to see it. All right, next.
All right, I've got. If you're a Sydney Thunder fan,
All 10 of them.
you don't exist. Or if you do exist, you're 12 and you have school tomorrow. PE is your favorite subject. And anyone over the 12 who supports a Big Bash team should have their hard drive checked.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have a little kid in our Instagram DMs.
Hey,
God,
why are you
don't-
saying it like
Don't
that?
say it like that,
Yeah,
bro.
Kush, bleep out his name, please.
Yeah, believe out his name. We'll tell the story, right? So he's like maybe like an 8-year-old boy who's like
This sounds worse and worse, man.
who like loves the Sydney Thunder. And ever since we got like Jason Sanger and like Hargis on the pod, he's been like messaging us. He has his own little Sydney Thunder spin-off. He wants us to come on. He wants to come on to us, talk about the Sydney Thunder. He just loves it.
I think I've watched about half an hour of the Big Bash this season.
Yeah,
I
nah.
just haven't got around it
No
at
interest. No interest.
all. I had another one. So if you're a Sydney Swans fan, you're a corporate warrior and you were a rugby fan until 2023. Your RM Williams have only ever seen the inside of an office or the members stand at the SCG. And again, up until 2023, you thought Buddy Franklin was the cartoon turtle.
Yeah, well, yeah, this is the thing. Like when your team gets good in your city, like whatever team it is,
Yeah.
you just jump on.
You just jump
Because it's the high, like you
Mate,
gotta,
what about GWS? Any love for them?
well,
I think they
have,
were decent for at one point.
but they weren't winning premierships, were they?
They made a grand final.
Yeah, see, they didn't win. That's the
They didn't
problem.
win.
You know,
That's true.
you gotta win.
All right, last one for today. We have algorithm. So your TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, even the algorithm. So I'll start off. If you have motivational clips like Diamond Jim, David Goggins, these sort of people on your algorithm, this is what it says about you. You're at least one of these 3 things. You're either at the gym between the hours of midnight and 6 a.m. You're either fresh off the back of a breakup, or you're rotting in bed at 2 a.m., creating all these plans. Oh, tomorrow I'm going to do all these sort of things. but then you forget all about it the next morning.
It's a tale as old as time.
Exactly. Your friends think you're insane as you question who's going to carry the boats and the logs at any sign of slacking off, laziness, or unmotivatedness. You simply just can't comprehend why people aren't going to the gym at any spare second they have, why they're not getting their 10K steps in, and why they're not tracking every single micronutrient and macronutrient entering their body. The only thing that matters to you is seeing more weight to get on your barbell. Lifting form, tempo, progressive overload is just woke nonsense to you.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. That's what it says about you.
Yeah, I mean, that's not my algorithm anymore, but that was my algorithm. Like technically my YouTube algorithm, because there was no Instagram and Spotify or Instagram or TikTok when I was 14. And like, I remember watching like Ziz videos. Like, who's that? Six Pack Shortcuts. Like,
That's a
do you
name
know
I
that guy?
haven't heard in a long time.
Mike, what's his name? Mike something.
Does he still
or
make
other?
videos?
No,
Do you know?
I doubt it.
No idea.
But I remember just like, I'm watching like these, I can't even remember the channels as well. Matisse M, bro. And this guy would have like clips together. And then like I was a bit older and then it'd be like Conor McGregor when he was good and inspirational. Me and Marnie used to bond over that. But I've lost it. I've lost
it?
Have I lost the drive? Because I'm not getting shown that anymore.
Are you as motivated as before?
No, I don't think
You're
so.
not making these grand plans at 2 a.m.?
The thing is, like, I would like get up so motivated and do push-ups that night. Like, I'd be watching it at 12, 1 o'clock and be like, well,
Might as well start now.
yeah, what better time than now? You know what I mean? Is this not a thing that people
But
do?
you're into it. Aren't you into different kinds of self-help now or self-improvement?
Yeah, I'm more in the
More on
Brian
the-
Johnson,
more on the- yeah.
mental health side of things.
Exactly.
Yeah, like the
Not just grind the shit out of your body till you can't move type
But you got to
vibe.
look after both, mate.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't just focus on one.
No, I'm more on like the sleep optimization. Like I bought a sunrise lamp actually.
For what?
So like you sleep and then let's say you wake up at 6:30 for instance, right? Maybe like 6:15 to 6:30, the light will just like get brighter and it'll emulate a sunrise.
Does that work? I know someone that has that. Does that
Yeah,
work?
because like I try to have like
Can't
blackout
just open your blinds.
No,
you
no.
can get the same thing for free.
But you can simulate sunrise at any
at
point.
any time, right? So I have like the blackout, like they're not blackout curtains, but I like to keep my room like dark.
Dark, yeah,
So if I don't have an alarm or anything, like I will just sleep till like, you know, I don't know when I'll wake up. So the sunrise thing is apparently like, you know, optimize this, optimize that. But I wake up more refreshed, I must admit.
We were talking about this the other day at work. Was Ziz the original OG influencer in Australia?
Yeah, well, he was like the first influencer that I looked up to. It
Yeah, I feel like. Who was there before him around that time? I don't think there was anyone.
was like Steve Irwin an influencer, would you say?
Nah, not
Not
like
the modern sense of.
via the internet.
Yeah.
Mate,
Because he's on these
Pioneer,
bodybuilding.com now. Big time.
shout out to him.
All right, I got my algorithm is like if you get shown like cute animal videos, that's kind of what I have. So if your algorithm shows you cute animal videos and you're a guy, I'll caveat, to be honest, you can't be trusted, right? You actually cannot be trusted because more than likely you're sending the same video to like multiple women and you're trying to manipulate them into thinking that you have some sort of sensitive side, you know, instead of the Patrick Bateman style psychopath that you are. The caveat here is that it does not apply, right? The only thing that does not apply is if you're getting animal videos where it's like dogs seeing their owners after the owner has been like, you know, at war for like the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Those videos are fine. If you're getting anything but those, check this bloke's hard drive. You know,
Because
absolutely.
I get those dog videos every now and again.
The Afghanistan ones where they return.
What? No.
No, is it like where the owner is like from Afghanistan, he's like a soldier and he comes back
Oh.
and the dog is like
I thought you
loving
meant the
it.
dog went to Afghanistan.
Did its time.
Yeah, after Iraq, he's gone to Afghanistan, 2 tours.
Joined the Taliban.
I don't really know if you're a like a woman and you get dog videos. I think that's like part of tricks of the trade, like
Yeah,
standard.
yeah,
like
it's
there's nothing inherently evil about it. But if you're a bloke getting dog videos, mate,
That's nefarious, you reckon?
have a look at them.
All right. I've got, if your algorithm is brain rot, you are Gen Z, so you're either in high school or uni, play on.
That's not true at all. I've seen your algorithm.
Well, that's what I was
He's
going to
getting
say.
to it. He's getting to it.
You're a bored office worker, so you're a millennial and you're confused and you're trying to understand what's going on. Or the third option, you're a parent trying to understand what the fuck your kids are saying.
True.
There's no other options. There's only 3.
That actually gets everyone globally. So I think like if you got brain rot, I mean, you guys actually do get brain rot. like a lot of
I
brain
got
rot.
a really good one the other day. You talk. I'll try and pull it up.
No, I'm just gonna ask, like, because I feel like I'm not getting the brain rot. I remember doing like an algorithm check with a couple of boys, and like a lot of it is just like racism, and then some of the other boys is just like constant like brain rot. I feel like I'm missing out, low key.
Hang on, let me.
For your overall well-being, you're not missing out. It serves zero value to your life.
But it's so funny. Like I'm like trying to find videos so I can like, you know, build my algorithm that way. But no cigar.
All right, I'll play this video. I don't know if this is going to play well, but
This is going to work
this
in
is brain
audio
rot
format.
maths.
Brain rot math.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. All right, I just showed you boys the brain rot that comes on my feed. Give me your thoughts.
Migs, I don't understand. I'm not good at math at all. So I didn't understand this video one bit.
So for context, what we've been showing is Sen has shown us a video of someone helping probably the viewer work out some integrals and some mathematical equations. But instead of your standard, you know, algebraic X's and Y's, he's replaced them with some not so
Not
politically correct terms and other things. So I think that's what is capturing the youth these days and how to learn.
So I can learn
like one of the words was
differentiation and integration.
You had to find the integral of something to the power of 0 to Charlie Kirk. Was like one of the examples.
Yeah, that was the PG example. So then, so am I learning though? Like, if I was looking to study differentiation, I would learn.
Like it's
from that
real
video.
math. It's not waffle.
So the sad part is the mathematics is correct. Like he actually does find the integral of whatever to the power of whatever and whatever. So the actual maths makes sense.
Also, who's saying brain rot doesn't teach you things?
But the words,
I've been getting those stupid Disney AI remakes on my feed.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't
they're
got those
good.
in a while.
I'm getting some new ones.
What, like
It's,
the Jeffrey Epstein Island? Like, let me show you an island. Or
things
whatever.
like that. Some things I don't want to say
And
out loud.
Yeah, is like obviously, well, at least all the brain rot I see is highly, highly inappropriate. Is it intertwined? Is there any brain rot that is, you know, safe for work, or is it just
I don't know.
6, 7?
6, 7, truly. Like
Yeah.
that crap.
Italian, was it Italian?
Oh yeah,
brain
tung
rot?
tung tung
Tung,
tung
tung,
sahur.
sahur.
Oh, have we put out? Tung 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 sahur. Wow, why is he so muscly, bro? So girthy.
That sort of thing. But it just, again, zero value add to life.
Alrighty, that brings us to the end of this week's episode. I gotta say, pretty good. Enjoyable for us, at least. But if you do have suggestions for bags so we don't look like twerps with our little backpacks in the city, please give us some suggestions. I am open to anything.
Yeah, and if you haven't already, pick up a case of bubblers, and we'll see you next week.